recording, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. Yeah, okay. So if you're watching this video, you probably know what this is. And if you don't, this is a very special bike. It's, as far as I know, according to Wikipedia, less than 400 of these were sold in the US. This is a BMW HP2 Enduro. And join me while I try to race the Desert 100, a literal dirt bike race on a 1200cc twin cylinder behemoth. Let's see how it goes. I got this bike from my dad, who was a world traveler and bought this HP2 brand new in 2005. I grew up riding bikes with him, which eventually turned into motocross and racing. He died in 2023, and I inherited the bike. This is what it looked like when I found it. It needed a lot of work to get back to its former glory. New tires with tubes, rim locks, drive shaft service, engine service, and we're about ready to go. I got handguards off my Enduro bike, found a Touratech skid plate from a local guy, and a Dan Moto stainless exhaust. Feeling pretty good about it. Stripped the turn signals off the rear and the license plate mount, make it a little bit less things to break. Feeling pretty happy about how it looks. My goal for this whole thing is to just ride across that finish line stage on my dad's bike. I know that he would have thought it was really awesome. Alright, here we are, hard enduroing, made it to the end of this trail. Oh man, warming up my gloves. I can't believe what can be done on this bike. I'm actually blown away. I'm learning it, how to make it get traction, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So I have my 300RR, the BMW, and my friend Jeremy's cross trainer on the trailer, and I hit the road. I was meeting him down there since he didn't have a way to haul his bike. I was also meeting my friend Travis down there, who sat in this line of RVs to get in. I got in and then got to stand in this sign-up line to get signed up for the poker run and for the race on Sunday. On Friday, we got to ride around in what they call the square, which is just an open area that you can use for practice. Travis was riding his KTM 690 and actually won the adventure bike class last year, so I was stoked to camp with him. He was also there with his son on a KTM 85 who was doing the kids race. Good luck, dude! Saturday morning, we started by watching Travis's son, Brett, race the kids race. All right, we'll go find you out there. It's super cool that these kids get to do the parade out and a mass start just like the big race.
And you can see where they're going over there.
This was fun to watch.
Okay.
Then Jeremy and I rode the poker run on our betas. That was a lot of fun, but we just needed to relax and wait for Sunday because we were both gonna race the big race. Being an adventure bike class means I start in the second wave, about 30 minutes behind all the 100-mile classes.
How do you feel as the start time approaches?
I don't feel at all.
It was killing me knowing how slow this bike is to start between the key, the kickstand, and the slow crank, but we got off the line decent. The first few miles of this race are always about survival and not going too fast, like this guy just did. All you want to do is stay off the ground for the first little while. Between the dust, brush, and watching other riders, it's so easy to hit something that you don't see. A rock, a dip, a hole.
miles in, you can start to settle into a pace that you can continue for a couple of hours. Knowing that I only had to do one lap of 50 miles, I felt like I could ride at a little bit higher pace than a lot of the other people in the 100 mile, regardless of the fact that I was on such a huge bike. My friend Jeremy was attempting the 100-mile race for his first time. He was in the first wave start, which was approximately 30 minutes ahead of us. I realized the pace I was riding, I was passing a lot of people, so I started keeping my eye out for Jeremy, and I knew that if I caught him, there was going to be some serious trash talking.
Jeremy, hell yeah, dude. He owes me a beer or something.
Many minutes later.
I can feel my hands are probably bleeding by now, but oh boy. Gonna put tape under my gloves.
By now I had settled into a pretty good pace, I was feeling comfortable, and I knew what the bike could and couldn't do. And what it can do is pass people like nothing. The amount of power on tap with this thing and the long gearing was actually pretty awesome for out there. But what it didn't do well was the deep loops and the big loose rocks were very, very sketchy on this thing. Like this hill climb that caught me by surprise. Late in the race, I came across Travis on his 690 and assumed that we were at the front of the pack for our class. But, of course, the GoPro had run out of battery by then. Travis put in a hell of a ride and ultimately beat me by the end. And there you have it, my goal, the finish line stage on the HP2 with Travis on his 690. What a weekend. I don't have any sponsors to thank, but I had a really fun time. And I rode a bike that my dad bought new 20 years ago, and it's really cool, and this was all for him. So it's a 1200 BMW HP2. So, and I was 1 minute 50 seconds behind him. So
he actually passed me out there at one point, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's riding that thing like that.
we had a good time. We were camped together and we came here together. So yeah, great result. So thank you, Stump Jumpers, everybody.